Alright, welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how to lay out pickets and stanchions. In this case, the first we'll just move this over to this bay. We're going to put in two stanchions, one there and one there. We want the gaps in between all three to be the same. And it's pretty much with any picket layout. In this case, we're going to bury it. It's going to become a theoretical stanchion. So the 75 that's here, 73.5 that's in between the walls there becomes, with the 4-inch stanchion, 77.5. So we're measuring from the inside to the outside of the imaginary stanchion. We're going to use that dimension 77.5. Go to the calculator. Divide that by 3 bays, 3 segments for 2 posts. It doesn't sound right. It sounds like I hit 2. 77.5 divided by 3. 25.88833. Copy. And then what we're going to do is take this and move it. So enter M, enter. Going to grab it from the middle, or you can grab it anywhere, as long as your tracking is on. Paste the dimension there, and then get back on that track line. Hit enter, and that means we're going to copy that. We're going to select it, copy it. Let's say copy. We could copy it up there with the base point. Here we're going to place a base point, and then we're going to move it over, but we got to place that again. Control V, enter. When we get back on the line, enter. Enter again, and the dimension between there and the wall, 21.83. And then we'll do another dimension here, 21.83. And then this one also. Alright, so that's how you lay out 3 pieces, because you already know how many you want in there. Control Z, 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 Z. Typically what we got is a picket. I'm going to move this over to the same way. We're going to put it in a theoretical location so the face of it matches the inside dimension. And it's 1.5 inch picket. So we're going to do measure from the outside of that. 75. And we'll go, and how many pickets we don't know. So we have 4 plus 1.5 inches is 5.5. That's the dimension clear plus the post, and that'll give us that'll give us the closest under or closest even. It might even turn out to be an even number, but it'll give us the closest number under the number of pickets that we want. So we're going to hit calculator. We're going to go 75 even divided by 5.5 give us 13.6. So we're going to divide 75 by 14. 13.6 is a no good number for a number of pickets, right? So we're going to go 75 divided by 14. That's our number that we're looking for right there. Copy that. We're going to highlight this. Enter. I doesn't want that. We're going to go to move, grab it from the middle, and then we're going to paste that number right there. Control V, enter. Sometimes I screwed it up because I was still down below. Control Z, enter, move, enter, and then we have to place that. Control V there, and then we have to get back on track of which direction we want it to go. And then that dimension is the dimension that's clear, and it's just under 4 inches. 875, almost 7/8. 3 7/8 almost. What the heck are you doing? Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to copy and paste that. So there's a few different ways. So one of the other ways that you might see this, get that out of the way, is if you do, let's just finish it this way. Hit copy, select, enter, draw array. We're just gonna actually I'm not gonna do that to copy it here. We're gonna make a base point. Enter, and then in here it's the right side. That's the right side of the theoretical, so it goes to the right side there. This is the way I did it for years, and it works pretty good. And on Autocad it's pretty simple. You just come in, spend the extra time to paste them, no big deal. And then at the end here, you want to make sure that the end, the theoretical picket is in the wall flush right there. So let's go back. And so here we go. Let's do L, enter. Now there's a line there. All right. So let's click this, type in array. And we already know that, enter. And so now we have a bunch of options. We're just going to do rectangular for now. Rectangular associative base point. Base point is there. Spacing. And then we're going to go Control V, the same spacing. Enter. And enter. Columns, rows, we only want one row. And then enter, enter, count. We're going to add how many we want. I think it was 14. And actually we could go 15 just to make sure that it's Control Z. Let's go rows, 1, enter, spacing, enter, count. I'm going to add 15 so we can see that it's in the right, that it matched up. So let's go enter, associative. I'm going to say no, because then we can delete this one and this one, right? Associative, no. Enter, and then that's done. So now let's go here. We can select this one, delete it, and this one can be deleted too. And the downside of that is now they're all individuals, right? Control Z. If you're going to do a gang of these, you're going to want to bring this, move, enter, move. To there, no, Control Z. So one of the things that happens with this is you need to divide this up. I forget array. And then, so I'm going to count 15, count, so sorry, so let's go back. Control Z, all the way back. Forgot, I haven't done this in so long. Enter. We're going to do a line from the, let's say, the back of the theoretical stanchion to the face. Enter. It's been years since I did handrails. Many years, maybe 6 or 7. And then we're going to hit this line. We're going to divide that line. Let's see, divide, enter. And we're going to do 14. All right, so now this starts at the left-hand side of the imaginary stanchion, so the stanchions will be laid out to the left. But the reason why I did this is now I can move this to here. Now I know where the starting picket is. AutoCAD's fussy as it does so many things, and then it does some of the really basic things not so well. So we're going to do array here so that we can make a array. Let's go rectangular and associative. Yes, we want to have this one here. If you're going to do a lot of them, this will help you a lot. Base point. We're going to get the base point count. Let's see, base point is right there. Count 14. Actually, be 13 inside, right? And enter. Space. Paste that same dimension. Enter. Now you have an associative, and then we could just hit enter. Oh shoot! I think rows 1. All right, so now you have something that you can just expand. You can just continue that spacing, right? And then that's pretty much it. So if you had modular stuff, you could that's it. That's how you do that. I don't know the advantage of that because it doesn't automatically space. If I had just a count, let's see, highlight the count columns, and the spacing left that undone. There might be a way to do that. I don't know it. So, let's just leave it at that, because I don't know. And then here we go, same thing, right? We got this one that's buried in the wall. We could do, there's a line here. Let's get rid of it. Do another line, I'll enter, like the center to the center together. Or you can just do 6 divided by 33, cosine of 3302, and then get the diagonal here. That's what we're going to use to find the number of pickets. Here, so and then I'll do that. Let's just do that. Calculator, clear 6, which is 4. I'm sorry, clear it's 5.5. 5.5, which is 4 plus the 1.5, divided by 33.02 cosine equals 6.559. Right. So let's just copy that. We're going to need that. Control C. And actually, I'll show you the divide works the same way. We're going to type in divide. All right. And we already know it's 14. Let's go to the calculator so I can show you. 89.449 divided by Control V. That's our number that we're going to use to figure out the number of pickets. That would be exactly 4. It has to be this or smaller. And we end up with the same number. We ended up over there because the 73.5 is the same. So divided by 14. 89.449 divided by 14 equals, that's the number we're going to copy and paste right there. Control C. And that's the number we're going to get here when we divide. If we did the dimension here, line dimension, we'll end up with the same number. 6.389, 6.389. That's where that number comes from. And then, so now what we're going to do, because AutoCAD's so fussy about pickets, we're going to do move. All right, slide to here. And we're going to go down to our array. So select it, A-R-A-Y, enter. And we're going to do path, and the path is this line. And then we're going to go associative, yes, I guess. Method, measure, that's important. You don't set the measurement yet, but you tell it you want the method is measure. Base point, tangent direction, items. Then we go to items, we're going to paste in that dimension. So say specify the distance between, Control V, enter, and enter, and items, enter, right, and then here's the number is 12, right? No, items, enter, and then the number is 13. Enter, and then you're done. So you got to be careful when you do the items. You hit measure, you go to method, measure, and then you do items, you give it the dimension, hit enter, and then you enter the number of pickets. Otherwise it's just really confused. So in AutoCAD you just always have to keep remembering to read. After you hit enter, make sure you read it, because if you think you're done and it's going to it's asking for information, you don't put it in, you're going to be stuck. So that's how you do pickets. And then this is a kind of a modular thing too. You could stretch it, you know, but like I said, AutoCAD's not like that. If you do it, let me see if I can show you. If we just array this, if we take this line, run it to there, there's a way to get it from theoretical to here by setting the base point. And I don't know how to do that. It's just, like I said, AutoCAD does so much, but none of it, like for general construction and general building, and if you're doing very same thing very repetitiously, it's going to help you a lot, because all those little settings will help. But it if you don't use it every day for that, it's going to be hard to remember all the little things. So that's why I'm creating this video, so when I have to go back and do railing and pickets, I don't have to figure it out again. And that's about it for that. Hope that helps you in your career. Thanks for watching.